high school, 2008, jumped straight in the rap game. I was like 17 years old. You know, I didn't have the money at the time, and my mom bought a little cheap microphone, like $20. And, me and my brother Calvin Rich, we just started recording music. We recorded music on Windows Movie Maker. Can you believe it? We didn't know what the hell we was doing. Rapping an old Windows XP computer. This shit was hella old. But anyways, we was making music. Just starting out, jumping in the rap game out. We was excited, And we had the little group. We started with a little group called Polo Boys. We make our little songs, upload them on MySpace and YouTube, and at the time they had SoundClick. Now it's SoundCloud, but back in the day it was SoundClick. But anyways, we just rap on Movie Maker. Then I found a program called Audacity. That was cool. And then, we just making music. Then 2009 come, I get locked up. Had a mental breakdown, got locked up. I got out, I never forget. My pops got me an icy watch. I wish I still had that icy watch. It was hard. It was a hood icy watch. I still fuck with the hood watches and all the hood attire, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, I got out, we started doing music. 2010, got locked up again. Another mental breakdown, got out, started doing music again. Then me and my brother Calvin Rich, around 2012, we did our first show. We performed at Chattanooga, Tennessee Convention Center. That was hard, that was lit, you know what I'm saying? And we got on the radio for the first time that year. It was hard. First show, first radio play the same year. That was a blessing, Got on the radio first time, I'll never forget. I would listen to the radio, and it's Power 94. They got the little street flavor skit segment they do, and we got on the slide with it. I didn't have to pay no money for that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people pay money to get on these radio slots and mixtape slots out there. But anyways, I ain't pay no money. It's just a blessing. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, about 2013, we disbanded the group, go solo, and then, me and my bro just still rapping. We still rapping, and then, we working 9-to-5 jobs, but I ain't worked no 9-to-5 job in like 10 years, but anyways, like 2013, we linked up with our homie. Matter of fact, we linked up with our homie Louis Stakes. We linked up with him. Shout out to Louis Stakes. Louis, we used to call him Louis Stakes. Now we just call him Louis. You know what I'm saying? He the real Louis, He been rapping with us for like the longest, like 2012, 2013. You know what I'm saying? He the real Louis. Real talk. He got a problem with it? See me, You know what I'm saying? But anyways, we rap with Louis Stakes, link up with him, and we making music. Then about 2016, I'm going hard. I'm working with DJs. I'm going hard. A lot of people don't know, like, my name, I changed my artist name a lot in my career, but my artist name at the time was Bossman Bands. And I was just going so hard with Bossman Bands. Anyways, I'm talking about 2016, I was going hard with Bossman Bands. Mixtape DJs, like magazines. My first magazine placement was 2016 when I was that artist named Bossman Bands, you know what I'm saying? But the reason behind that, I changed my name, Bossman Bands. I fought with that name, but it's like the reason why I changed it is just like, man, so many people was trying to copy that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You see it now with Bossman D-Lo, I ain't got no problem with Bossman D-Lo. I fuck with him. He look up to me. That's how I look at it. He look up to me. I fuck with Bossman D-Lo, but, that's why I had to get out of that Bossman Band stuff, because people was copying the flavor, man. Just copying the flavor, But anyways, 2017, locked up for the third time. Another mental breakdown. Like, I can't have no more mental breakdowns. You know what I'm saying? I'm an OG. I'm getting older. I'm almost 40 years old. I'll be 35 next year. I'm almost 40, man. I'm getting up there, but I'm still a young nigga. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, about 2017, locked up, mental breakdown, got out, you know. In 2018 came around, signed my first deals. You know, I signed BMI, and some other, hey, all y'all Scooby-Doos out there. Y'all Scooby-Doos. No Ninja Turtles in my circle, man. But anyways, yeah, signed my first deals 2018. And then fast forward now, 2000, let's go 25, this year, 25. 2025, you know, I started my own label, Love Forever Records. And, you know, I'm just going hard now. I'm just going so hard. And it's just like, man, like, I've been rapping all these years. Like, it's just like, man, I had to get on the right medicine for my mental health. I had to get on the right medicine, you know, and just stay positive, you know, try to keep a positive mindset. You know, I still battle with mental health, you know, but I just try to keep a positive mindset, you know. Shout out to Calvin Rich, my brother. That's my real brother. We got the same mom, same dad. Shout out to Louis, the real Louis. You know, that's my brother, you know. That's my friend. Louis, my friend, but I call him a brother. You know, we've been kicking it since years, you know what I'm saying? You know, do we argue? Yeah, me and Calvin Rich argue. Me and Louis argue, you know, that's what brothers do. We argue, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, you put all that to the side, you know, come together at the end of the day, but like, man, look, we brothers. We don't need to argue. Why are we arguing? We don't need to argue. We trying to make money. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing. Like I said, what I got going on now, I got so many albums, so much music out. Man, in a short amount of time, I'm a superhero. Think about it. I'm a superhero. Polo Mann. Yeah, man. But yeah, I love all my fans, all my supporters. More music coming on the way. I just made a new album. The new album is The Lucifer Effect, and it's a 2-disc. You know, it's on eBay. You know, I got 2 books. You know, one of my books is called Blood, Sweat, and Tears. That's a biography about my life. You know, if you want to look that book up, you know, type in Artias Boo, Blood, Sweat, and Tears, Gerald Carruthers. That's my real name. A lot of people coming out the woodwork say, like, damn, what's his real name? Because I don't really post my real name like how I was doing back in the day. But my real name is Gerald Carruthers. Or you can say Gerald Carruthers, you know what I'm saying? But my first book I wrote is under Gerald Artias Boo Carruthers, you know. Blood, Sweat, and Tears, you know. Because blood, sweat, and tears, you know, I've been through a lot, you know. Mental health, my mom, domestic violence, you know, going to school, people bullying me, hating on me, you know. Going public, hecklers, because I'm famous. You know what I'm saying? I've been through a lot. But anyways, yeah, more music, more content come on the way. And I wrote a second book, too. The second book is a motivational book. Put y'all up on game. It's called Alpha Wolf and Cub Academy. You know, you can look that up by typing Polo Mann, Alpha Wolf and Cub Academy, and that book will come up, you know. And why the first book says Artias Boo and not Polo Mann, it's just like, that was the vibe I was on back in the day, you know, because a lot of people don't know, my family call me Boo. They say Boo. You know, I'm light-skinned, you know, they be like, Boo, Boo. I'm known in the streets as Boo and Polo Mann, you know. Polo Mann with the music, but people that really know me in the streets, they be like, Boo. You know, I got that tattoo on my neck. Artias Boo, you know what I'm saying? That's another thing. if you hear my raps, I be like, false client RTS. They false climbing RTS out there, man. Y'all not RTS. Y'all not RTS, man. I hate to say it, but y'all not. You know, y'all not RTS. You know, we might not promote RTS like we was, you know, the new wave, what we on, our new label, Lord Forever Records, but we still rock with RTS because it's tatted on me, man. So, you need to switch it up. But anyways, yeah, Polo Mann. I love all my fans, all my supporters. And more music, more content come out the way. And next year, like man, I got so many plans for 2026. Like people underestimate me, man. Really, like I got so many connections in music. I can go Hollywood. If I want to, I can go Hollywood. If I want to, I can go Hollywood. Think about it.